Push your limits is not a slogan. Not a quote. Not a caption you save and forget. It is not a mood, and it is not inspiration. Push your limits means doing the exact things your weak mind keeps avoiding. It means stepping into discomfort even when every excuse feels reasonable. Most people talk about limits like they are permanent walls built by fate, genetics, money, background, or luck. That is a comfortable lie. Limits are not walls. They are habits you repeat daily until they feel permanent. You mistake routine for reality. You say, "This is who I am," but it is not who you are, it is what you tolerate. You do not hit limits because life blocks you. You hit limits because you quit the moment it starts hurting. The moment your lungs burn, your muscles shake, your focus fades, you label it a limit. It is not a limit. It is resistance. And resistance is the price of growth. Weak people interpret resistance as danger. Strong people recognize it as proof they are finally doing something real. You want progress without pressure, improvement without pain, results without exhaustion. That mindset is why you stay average. Every real upgrade costs something, and most people are not willing to pay. You quit early and then create intelligent excuses to protect your ego. You say, "This is not for me," when the truth is, "This is hard and I am afraid of failing." You hide inside safe routines because failure threatens your self-image more than stagnation threatens your future. So you choose small lives with big explanations. Same days, same habits, same thinking, and then shock when nothing changes. Limits do not move by thinking about them. They move when you attack them repeatedly. You push until something breaks, either the limit or your comfort. And if you break and still return, you win. Your body can handle far more than your mind allows. Your mind quits early to protect comfort, not because you are finished. The voice telling you to stop is not wisdom. It is fear pretending to be logic. When you feel tired, bored, irritated, unmotivated, that is not the finish line. That is the checkpoint. Most people turn back at checkpoints and call it self-care. That is not self-care. That is self-betrayal. Real self-respect is staying when quitting feels justified. Real growth starts when motivation disappears. If you only show up when you feel good, you will only build a weak, incomplete life. You admire strong people, disciplined people, dangerous people, but you refuse to live like them. You want outcomes without standards. You want confidence without pressure. You want results without sacrifice. That is not bad luck. That is dishonesty. Pushing your limits means waking up when your body wants sleep, training when rest feels safer, focusing when distraction feels easier, staying quiet when complaining feels good. It means repeating boring work with no applause, no validation, no audience. It means accepting that progress is lonely, slow, and invisible for a long time. Most people cannot survive that phase, so they quit and rename quitting as balance. Limits are not meant to be respected. They are meant to be tested. Every time you stop early, your limits grow stronger. Every time you push a little further, they weaken. Discipline compounds quietly. Laziness multiplies loudly. You train your limits the same way you train your muscles. Stop early and your ceiling stays low. Push past discomfort and discomfort becomes normal. Growth is not mysterious. Life does not reward intentions. It rewards tolerance for pain. The people ahead of you are not chosen, not lucky, not special. They simply stayed uncomfortable longer than you were willing to. Stop asking how to push your limits. You already know. Do the thing you keep avoiding. That task you delay, that effort you postpone, that responsibility you escape, that is your limit. Attack it daily. Not perfectly. Not dramatically. Consistently. You were never stopped by fate. You were slowed down by comfort. You were not blocked by talent, luck, money, or background. You were blocked by the moment things got hard and you decided to step back instead of stepping forward. Every time life demanded effort, you negotiated. Every time pain showed up, you searched for escape. Every time discipline asked for consistency, you chose convenience. That choice repeated itself quietly. Daily. Invisible. That is how limits are built. Nobody wakes up weak. Nobody is born undisciplined. Nobody starts life already defeated. Weakness is trained. Comfort is practiced. Excuses are rehearsed. You did not fail once and become like this. You slowly accepted less from yourself until less became normal. You told yourself you needed motivation. You told yourself you needed support. You told yourself the timing was wrong. You told yourself you would start when things felt better. But reality does not wait for your feelings. Strength does not arrive when you feel ready. Discipline does not show up when life becomes easy. Growth starts when you stop running from discomfort. Pain is not your enemy. Avoidance is. Struggle is not the problem. Quitting is. The days that felt heavy were not there to break you. They were there to shape you. But instead of learning from them, you escaped into distractions. Screens. Noise. Cheap pleasure. False rest. And then you wondered why nothing changed. Look closely at your life. The results you have today are not accidents. They are receipts. Proof of how often you showed up. Proof of how often you didn't. Proof of how many times you chose short-term relief over long-term strength. Harsh truth. Nobody is coming to save you. No one is going to push you when you feel tired. No one is going to live your potential for you. The world does not reward intention. It rewards endurance. It rewards people who keep going while everything inside them says stop. It rewards those who do the work even when nobody is watching and nobody is clapping. You do not need confidence to start. Confidence is built after surviving difficulty. You do not need clarity to move. Clarity comes after action. You do not need permission. Life never gave permission to the people who rose. They took responsibility. Every strong person you admire has suffered longer than you quit. They were scared. They were tired. They were unsure. The difference is they stayed. They stayed in the pain. They stayed in the discipline. They stayed when it stopped being exciting. They stayed when progress was invisible. You think limits are external. They are not. Limits are internal negotiations where you talk yourself out of effort. The mind will lie to protect comfort. It will tell you rest when you need resistance. It will tell you tomorrow when you need today. It will tell you you are different when the truth is you are capable of more but unwilling to bleed for it. Reality does not care about your potential. Potential unused rots. Reality only respects what you execute. One day you will look back and realize the pain you avoided was the exact pain that would have made you stronger. The discipline you escaped was the discipline that would have changed your life. The suffering you feared was temporary. The regret you are building is permanent. This is not about being positive. This is not about feeling inspired. This is about accepting that growth hurts and choosing it anyway. You either suffer the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. There is no third option. One hurts now and sets you free later. The other feels easy now and traps you quietly for years. Reality is simple. If you do not choose hardship, hardship will choose you. If you do not control yourself, life will control you. If you do not push your limits, they will shrink around you until breathing feels heavy. This is not motivation. This is not kindness. This is reality.